All right. I am ready, and you guys are ready, and I have to get out of here in 2.5 hours because I have a meeting at 2. So I want to make sure I got at least some of the stream in before I had to run off and do some work stuff. So I wanted to start a little early. That way it's not a short stream. It's going to be a short stream, not as short as it would have been. Anyway, so the poll ended uh, in my Discord. This was the set that was voted on that we would do. Welcome in, Devin. Good day to you. Trail, here's your hydrate. Uh, did my thing not go off for my Pokemons? Throwing a ball? I guess not. Anyway, so this is the set that was voted on that we will be doing for the foreseeable future. The wife got me a Christmas choo choo that we'll be doing during the month of December. And it goes with the the Christmas tree she has. Okay, that's bag 5. Oh, that's right. I need to bring up the instructions. There's 2 books. At least there is online. Oh, hey, look. Paper bag. Just one, though. Feels like the canopy. That's bag 9. Here's bag 18. Bag 10. 12. 13. 5. 8. Bag 21. Here's our books. Where is my kniff? Oh, it's not cut towards itself. That's bad. Sure enough, there's 2 books in there. And there's stickers. There's no other sticker packets. That's a thick book, though. All right. Hey, bag 4. 11. 14. 14. There's bags 8 through 18, I think. Here's bag 23. 21. There's 19. 16. Which one was this one that fell? Bag 6. 17. Bag 1. There we go. There's bag 3. Bag 20. 19 can go there. 14, 15, there's 18. And 17. And then 16. All right. Bag 2. Oh, no, bag 22. There's bag 2. There's bag 7. Yeah, bag 7. All right. $23. 22. 1. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12 and 11. Keep the evens on one side and the odds on the other. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then 2. And we got 1 right here. All right. Your birthday's on Friday. Well, happy early birthday. I will not be streaming on Friday, so I'll get my happy birthdays in now. So hopefully everybody had a good Halloween. We get another teal one. Still big brick separator. All right. Anyway, hopefully everybody had a good Halloween. Uh got lots of candy. Or your kids got lots of candy. Somebody gets lots of candy. And if you're a parent, hopefully you got a good candy tax, parent tax, whatever you want to call it. So you have lots of candy as well. We went to our local military installation and trick or treated there. We did, I think we did 3 blocks total. Um, but one of those blocks was freaking long. The kids got tons and tons of candy. We even took an extra kid with us. One of Fantasy's friends didn't have anywhere to go for Halloween, so we took him camping. took him trick-or-treating with us. Oh, he dual wielding the pistoles. I can get him in his hand. There goes his hair. But we had a pretty good night, I think. Uh, our neighbor across the street, he told me that they had 4 trick-or-treaters. That was it. So, nom 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 nom. Alrighty. There we go. Ah, we got his pistols on in his hand now. Lizastain, how are you doing? Community Lego build and snacky time, huh? Alrighty. You get a sound for my community Lego build. And for snacky time, we have little mozzarella sticks wrapped in pepperoni. Mm. All right. So for step 22 of our community build, we need 2 of these. 2 of these smaller ones. Third one off, saying I don't own that ball. So there is a Teddy Ursa in chat for those playing the Pokemon game. Pokecath. Looks like basic ball is the effective ball. Let's see here. Saturday, we went and did our normal house cleaning, and then the wife and I went to Home Depot and got a new stand-up deep freezer. We had one of those chest freezers, but the wife is kind of short, and it's not comfortable for her to reach in there. Plus, stuff gets buried down the bottom. I needed 4 of those, not 2. Oops. And then it gets freezer burned, and then we have to throw it away. And it's expensive. Food's expensive these days. Maybe just be throwing away food. So now everything's in there more organized. Easier to find. We have like one whole shelf that's just chicken. And not just, chicken, but chicken breasts. Because I also have some chicken wings, but they're on a different shelf. All right, there we go. We added in these 3 white pieces here, and then all these teal pieces. So thank you for the community Lego build redemption. Next time we'll be doing step 23. Let's mark that off. So I remember that I did it. Uh, so I know this is going to be a big build. So I brought up the instructions. I downloaded the instructions, I should say. So I have them up over here on my other monitor because I have seen other people build this thing, and it's enormous. I'm missing a 2x4. Where's it at? Oh, there it is, right there. Been a snake, it bit me. Uh, Also, in our cleaning, we got a lot of stuff put up in the attic that we don't typically use a lot. And we also figured that we can get some more shelving in. So we won't be doing that anytime soon, though, because that freezer kind of set us back a little bit. But we now know that we have the space for it. And yesterday during book stream, a freaking bird flew into the window. That was fun. What else did we do? I have an Eco server up for those that play the game Eco. I played a lot of that. Black magic. Let's see. In predictable fashion, my favorite football team decided that it didn't want to show up to play football Saturday. Well, let me rephrase that. It showed up to play football for 3 of the 4 quarters. Unfortunately, there's more than 3 quarters. There's 4. Excuse me. That is not conducive to winning if you only play for 3 of the 4 quarters. Hey, Trail, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we did a restore of the server, and we lost about a day worth of progress because Tori and I screwed up trying to fix our characters and ended up having to do a restore. What's up, Mac Builds? How you doing? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully Twitch don't be twitchy today like it was yesterday. It's pretty good. Took the kids trick or treating. Did some work around the house. Got a new deep freezer. I started my stream a little early today because I have to attend a meeting for work. So I started a little, about an hour early. So I can at least get some work done and everything before I have to attend the meeting. Actually, having a meeting with the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development. So that'll be interesting. They're going to show us how they do their situation reports for disasters. So we just completed step 12. I've actually had this set for a little while. It's been sitting in my backlog to work on. And I put a poll in my Discord of 5 different sets to see which one people would want to see next. And this one was the one that was chosen. So we're going to build this one. It'll take me a little bit. It's 23 bags. So I'm not a fast builder. I've gotten faster since I started. Can't remember who I watched build this, but I know there's a section, there's a piece that you have to leave out uh, when you're working with the cockpit. Otherwise, it won't go in correctly. I just don't remember what that piece was. Too fast can lead to problems. That is very true. So what all did you do this weekend, Mac? Oh my God, come on. There we go. Jeez Louise. A big fat gorilla fingers. Whoa, whoa, view. Oh, blah, blah, blah. How are you? Big old fat gorilla fingers over here. Handed out Halloween candy with the in-laws. A ton of shopping, cleaning, and errands Saturday and Sunday. So kind of similar to my weekend. Except we didn't hand out candy on Friday. You're surviving the shutdown. Well, that's good. Is that tyranny? No, that's not tyranny. Ah, I know who that is now. Okay. Man, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm building the Milano Star-Lord spaceship from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I haven't seen you in forever. How have you been? Since yeah. Are you still in DC? Or you got a job somewhere else now? I think you were in my stream. I was gonna say a few months ago, but probably longer than that. Work federal. Yeah, I had several people wanting me to go federal when I retired, and right now I'm kind of glad I didn't. But anyway, Max. So yeah, we took the kids to the our local military installation and went trick or treating there with a bonus kid. My daughter's friend from school. And then Saturday we did a lot of cleaning around the house. Bought a new deep freezer. It's a stand-up freezer. And then got some stuff put away in the attic so we could clear out some more room for more Lego shelves like the ones behind me. Sent me a pic in Discord. All right. You did lose a lot of weight. Good job, man. Oh, you want to go on a flying tour of our Legos? Mind you, the tour, the flying tour, is not all of our Legos, but it is a fair chunk. So let's see. All right, um, if you get motion sick, you might want to turn away for a little bit. But here we go. Uh, so up there's my roller coaster. We got the Speed Champion Legos. Um, that's all the Gen. Well, not all the Gen ones, but that's all the Gen ones that I have in the. They're in the back portion. It's 2 layers deep, and then ones up front there are all Gen twos. We got the International Space Station. We got a tank from Slubon. Got an RQ-4B that I got from my retirement gift when I retired from the military. Steam engine, lunar lander. Yeah, we got the wife's Legos out from underneath there. Uh, Up there's the Endurance and a few others. Sorry about the light. We got a couple of trains there. There's the passenger train. Behind it is the Christmas train, and then behind it's the Marisk train. We have the Disney Main Street train station. A couple more train engines over there. There's the uh, Old West train station and the train that goes with it. We got the um, Artemis over there. Those are all mine. And behind me is all the wife's Legos. All the way around. There's the wife. And that last shelf over there we just put up last week. And then she's got more down there all the way around. But like that's not all of them. But that is a good chunk of them. I have a bunch at work on my desk at work. I'm called Lego Master at work. And then we have a bunch out in the living room, and we have a few out in the den. Going to need another room soon, probably. You're not wrong. What we need is the kids to get out of the house, and we'll just take over their rooms. Put them in a. But yeah, Yeah, we got a lot of Legos. Yeah, Legos are very expensive. All the Legos I wanted when I was growing up, I can now afford. Well, I can't afford all of them. I can afford a fair chunk. Oh yeah, man! I wish I'd have known. We could have met up and hung out a little bit. That'd been cool. I mean, depending upon when a few weeks ago was, I actually might have been up in Bentonville. So, since the last time I talked to you, I've actually gotten a new job. So, when I retired from the military, I worked for the Division of Emergency Management. And back in March of this past year, in fact, here in about 2 weeks, it'll be 8 months. Um, Amtrak in Little Rock, cool. Uh, about 8 months ago, I moved over to the Department of Transportation. I'm an emergency manager for RDOT. So I do a lot of the road inspections following disasters. I don't necessarily do bridge inspections, but I do look at the damage of the bridge to determine um, if it meets federal aid or not. Uh, we actually have a bridge section that does the actual determination of whether or not to close bridges or not. I don't do that. I just look at the damage and go, yeah, that meets the threshold of whatever, or no, that's more along the lines of heavy maintenance. They have to fund it themselves. Uh, so I do a lot of traveling. My state truck I got in June. All right, Mac. Thanks for the alert. Enjoy work, even as much as you can. Uh, I got my new work truck the end of June, and it's already got 10,000 miles on it from driving all over the state, doing all these inspections and stuff. So uh, it's been crazy. I've enjoyed it though. And my salary working for the Department of Transportation is funded through the fuel tax. So, and while we are a state agency, we are not really governed by the state. We're like the redheaded stepchild. So, a lot of state agencies get some stuff, perks that we don't get. But then again, we also get some perks that they don't get. So, I'm a state agency, but not a state agency. Kiddos are doing pretty good. The daughter's a junior in high school now. Son's a freshman. They're being ornery, as kids will. I'm trying to do well. Doesn't come with its or it comes with its challenges. There we go. I still fight the VA every once in a while on certain things. I don't want to fight too hard because I don't want them to reduce my rating. So, but I'm trying to get my left ear covered by the VA for service connected. but they're not wanting to cover it. Even though I have documentation showing that I worked in a hazardous noise area for 2 years before it was classified as a hazardous noise area, so we had no ear protection or hearing protection. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, we can review it, but just know that if we do, there's a chance that you can have a reduction in your rating. I'm like, I don't know if I want a reduction in my rating. That's how they get you. You just got your first percentage rate. Just had another CMP exam. Even done the ears yet. That'll be soon. I have TMJ and bad tinnitus and migraines. Got to get a Nexus letter. Yeah. Yeah, I've got bad tinnitus. Fortunately for me, uh, I was able to get hearing aids while I was in. So I have that benefit going for me. But I don't think the VA will do both ears. I think they'll only do one if I ever need new hearing aids. But also a benefit of my current job is with the with my job's insurance, they cover hearing aids. Uh, and that is the end of bag one. Only had two little pieces left over. Interesting. And one was a phaser. Yep. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't been fighting the VA too terribly hard, because I'm able to pull benefits from different areas and still get what I need covered. Um, I know there's some people that aren't that lucky. Um, so I'm just kind of glad that I lucked out. And this job that I'm currently in, I didn't even want. Uh, I'm glad my buddy nagged me until I finally put in my application. Because my previous job looks like it's going downhill. So I've heard a lot of people trying to find jobs to get out of there, and um, it's not a fun place to work anymore. So I'm kind of glad my buddy sat there and nagged the ever loving crap out of me until I put in my application. But also because it's got a lot of benefits. What's up, Cat? How are you doing? I want some bacon. Sure, I'm happy to get that shelf up. Now I've where the wife's Legos were on my shelf, I have tools now. Gotta put my tools away so I can then use it for my Legos. Gonna have to do some outdoor stuff. But coming by the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. Have fun with the outdoor stuff. Flinging that daggum Lego around. Oh, like, why am I so warm? You're always cold. All right, we gotta flip this around. Gotta cut a tree from around your AC unit before winter. Are you want to take down the entire tree, or are you just, trimming it? I got one tree I definitely want to take down before winter because we're supposed to get a bunch of ice this winter. Yeah, I am glad that I got out of the other job. I do miss the people that I worked with. Um, we had a lot of fun, um, but the leadership above that was or is not doing well. So, but hey, not my monkey, not my circus. It isn't a big tree. I thought the guy I have to pay for my lawn, because my back was messed up, was taking care of it. Went to walk around the house and apparently grew all year. He's gonna chop it down, and by chopping I mean snipping. This weekend is supposed to be another kind of semi nice weekend. It'll be a little warm, but it'll be a nice weekend. So I might use this weekend to put up a tree in my front yard. That way I'll have some more firewood this winter. We got a Pokespawn incoming for those playing the Pokemon game. So, well, how have you been since you got out? You been working at your new Fed job for long? We have a pan pour. Effective balls are net balls. I don't have it, so I'm gonna flip this back around now. Timer ball reminder for those doing the Pokemon. I did get kind of lucky with my VA benefits as well because uh, where I retired from, there was a retired military member there who uh, does the VA claims and stuff for military members for free. So he works for the DAV up there in North Dakota. So I was able to get in touch with him, get a bunch of medical records and stuff sent over to him, so he could write up my package. And I got the rating that I wanted on the first try. I didn't get necessarily everything covered that I wanted to get covered because they didn't cover my TBI. Um, they said my TBI wasn't service connected. I'm like, oh crap! It occurred while I was performing a PT test. You can't tell me that it's not service related. I wouldn't have been doing a PT test if I wasn't in the service. Um, what had happened was we were doing a PT test in the gym on base, but the gym on base didn't have AC. It was an old World War II hangar. And they put the running track in there. They built it on a concrete floor because, you know, that's what a hangar has, concrete floor. And during the summer, they would just open up the doors to try and get a cross breeze. Well, on this particular day, there was no cross breeze. It was 95 degrees inside with no wind whatsoever to help. And I was on my last lap of my PT test when I succumbed to heat exhaustion, passed out mid-stride, and bounced my head off the concrete floor. After I bounced my head off of somebody else's shoes. So I got a twofer. The guy that was with me, he was pacing me. And when I passed out, I came forward, and then his foot came up and hit my head. So my head whipped back like this, and then smashed down into the concrete, and damaged my frontal lobe a little bit. Had a lot of anger management issues for a couple years while I was in mental health under the care of a neurologist. But no, that's not apparently that's not service connected. So I still have issues every once in a while with my anger. It'll flare up. I get really pissed real quick, and I got to remind myself, hey, you know, gotta calm down. So, that's been a struggle. Yeah, they didn't cover my TBI. They didn't cover my left ear for hearing loss because, as they said, being right-handed, my weapon would be on the right side of my face. So the loud noise would only affect my right ear. Now, I didn't know that sound only went one way. I thought sound kind of went everywhere, you know, with also with the percussive blast and everything. You know, kind of a similar effect. It goes everywhere, not just one direction. But apparently, according to the VA, if you have the weapon on your right side, only this ear is affected by the sound. This ear is perfectly fine because there's no sound over there. Whatever. Like I said, though, I, you know, wasn't even claiming it for weapons fire because I didn't do much weapons. I wasn't really in combat as far as, you know, firefighting. But I was on the C-130 as a flight engineer, and I worked in a hazardous noise area for 2 years without hearing protection. What do I know? Apparently, VA doctors know more about hearing than I do. But I did get my bronchitis covered for my burn pit exposure, so that was fun. And we got ads will be starting probably in about 3 or 4 minutes. It's a 3-minute block of ads that we run once per hour. Reason we run 3 minutes is to prevent pre-rolls. So when people come in to watch my stream, they immediately get to see me instead of watching a whole bunch of ads. Reason we do it once per hour is that reduces the amount of interruptions to the stream. So But given that it's 3 minutes long, it gives everybody a chance to get up, stretch their legs, get a drink of water, maybe get a snack, use the restroom, and then we can all reconvene back here after the 3 minute ad break and get back to building. Uh, for those that are subscribed or have Turbo, you won't get any ads. That doesn't mean that you need to subscribe to me or get Turbo. I don't require that. I will not be building my Lego during the ad break. So if you're not subscribed and you don't have Turbo, you're not going to miss anything. I may gather up pieces for the next step, but I won't be building. Thousand just walked away. It's great. You may also miss conversations that we have in chat. But you won't miss the meat and potatoes, which is the build. Ow! Rude, it pinched me. All right, now this piece, where does that connect up to? That connects right there. Yep. Get to the root of it. Let's see. That goes here. I think that's everybody's issue when they get out of the military is dealing with the VA. I mean, I get the VA has a tough job. They got to look at all these documentations to make sure that people legitimately have these issues. Because you don't want people taking advantage. But at the same time, some stuff is just dumb. Like, come on. You're going to tell me that I don't have hearing loss issues because my weapon's on the right side of my body instead of the left? And I get it. Hearing is a tough one because you're relying on someone to push a button whenever they hear a sound on the hearing test. And you could just sit there and just not not push the button at all. But is that honest? Like when I did my test, uh, the hardest part for me to do was the high pitches, because that's the same level that my tinnitus is on, is that high pitch. So, all the low pitch stuff, I was like, yep, I can hear that. Yep, I can hear that. But then as soon as the high pitches came in, they were just sitting there like, do you not hear that? I'm like, not over my tinnitus, I don't. All right, so ad should be starting pretty soon. I just saw the countdown timer go away. So should be any second now. We'll put this on pause while the ads go. We can sit here and chit chat about anything y'all want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. We are in ads. You just finish the step up so I don't forget where I'm at. All right, we got a Pokemon incoming. So get your quick balls ready for those playing the Pokemon game. That step is now done. We'll gather up the stuff for the next step, which is just these two things here. Oh, this one's part of the weekly quest. Bastodon. Effective balls are Geo balls, magnet balls, and heavy balls. So for those playing the Pokemon game, if you want to get the weekly quest stuff, make sure you try and catch it. I don't have a Geo ball either. What about a magnet ball? I don't have that either. What about a heavy ball? I got a heavy ball. All right. So Book's trying with the magnet ball. I'm trying with the heavy ball. See, the next step after that is these two pieces. These two. Huh? I'm not. Just grabbing pieces for the next few steps. Oh, not that one. These two. These two. These two here. We'll do those two. These 4. And those 10. All right there. That'll be the end of bag 3. All right, so there's those 10. That's the last step of bag 3. Those. This over here. This here. There. That there. And those. All right. Got our steps. And we got 30 seconds. It looks like Book and I both caught the weekly quest Pokemon. Ah. All right, scroll back up. Don't miss you at all. Things you for me. All right, community should be back. Hopefully you all are. We will get back to building. So those that were in the ads, I went through and I gathered up all the pieces for the next few steps. You're not back yet? Aw. Why aren't you back yet? You're a mod. You shouldn't have very long ads. Welcome in, though, Alex. Hopefully you're doing better today. Are you back yet? Was last constructing the Ferrari FXXK. Probably to outrun the enemy. Oh, you were joking? Okay. Well, hopefully everybody's back by now, though. If not, we have issues. Is Joe doing better today? No, he's probably not doing good, but hopefully he's doing better. One, two, three, four, and five. Still waiting on that piece from Lego to finish the Williams Formula One car, and that's the last Formula One car that I have from the recent Speed Champions. I bought all 10 of the cars at once. He's gonna be doing a lot better now that he has his preventer inhaler. That's good. Oh, put that in the bag. Oh, I thought those were in the bag, the little bag here. They were not. I about sent them flying off my desk. There's some interesting pieces. Two of these. Oh, don't do like me and put it down here. Put it on top. Goes right here. Uh, that. 4 of these. 3, 4. Two of those. One, two, 3, and 4 of those. 3, 4, 5, 8. Yep. Okay. We're doing this times 2. All right. That one. That one. That piece there. There. Table. There. No, I try. There. Ow! Hmm. Oh, I tried to stab myself with a Lego. Oh, that hurt. Son of a biscuit. All right, so this one. Gypsy. Oh, that hurt. Both my thumbs at the same time. That. Another one of those. That. That. And these two. So I'll be on my way. Wait a second. I did that bass backwards. So it doesn't go underneath, it goes on top. This goes underneath. There. I would do it again, just the opposite direction. So, Alex, have you been streaming? I've just not been catching it, or have you not been streaming lately? Knock down Star-Lord. Oh. That way. Face down. Caught in a panic. Alright, we got a Charge-a-Bug. It's an event spawn. Effective balls are net balls, sport balls, and magnet balls. For those playing the Pokemon game. I think I have any net balls, but we'll see. Nope. What about sport balls? Nope. What about magnet balls? Nope. How about great ball? There we go. Caught in a panic. Caught in a panic. Set this up so I can work on it better. Timer ball reminder. You want the event Pokemon? Search. That. Well, welcome back, Devin. Need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going so far so good. 2 of those. 4 of these. Alright. Build 2 of these now. There's that. I've already pinched myself and tried to stab myself with Legos, so. Fun times are being had by none. Alright. Little community Lego build. Finish up this step here. Nope. Over here. 2 more of these. Two more of those. Those 2. That. And those 2. All right, now we have 2 little straight pieces here. Haven't been streaming, got a lot going on. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure that, Twitch being twitchy, that maybe I was missing your stream, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't. All right, so there's step 23. H2O. H2O. You're drinking the wrong water. Missing your own streams. You're gonna stand up, break my phone. All right. Thank you for the snacky time and the hydrate there, Devin. Need 4 of these. Oh. I hate complaining about the VA because, like I said, I was one of the luckier ones that I got the rating that I was hoping for on the first try. But there again, still didn't get everything covered that I believe should have been covered. Get it out of there? I don't see it in there anymore. There's a hair in there. Really, you had me put my big fat oily fingerprint on there and then tell me I need to put a sticker on there. I'll put the sticker on first before I get my big fat oily fingers all over it. I'm not made of stone. There we go. That looks pretty spot on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No. Knock down Star-Lord again. Put him a little bit further away. There goes. I don't like it when it only has one little connector there. I mean, it just moves too freely. But I guess it can't move too far with the outer ring on there now. To the end. Yeah. Oh, these actually just nice and smooth, just slide right on. All right, we got all kinds of. We need these two here. Extra one here if we need it. We need these 4 here. These 2. These 2. So there. There we go. Gamora. Bag 5. Let's see here. There was what? 24, I think. 24 bags. Really don't want to stop at 6. That'll put us at like 1. Well, I guess I'll be close enough to when I need to start looking to get raid out to get ready for my work meeting. We got a Pokemon incoming, so those playing the Pokemon game, get your quick balls ready. Not quite yet, Devin. Almost. All right, there you go, Devin. Now you can go for it. We got a Gibble in chat. Effective balls are fantasy balls, geo balls, and nest balls. Let's see. Do I have a fantasy ball? Nope. Nope. I got a nest ball though. You never knew crystals had balls? Oh, sad day. They do. I'll put Gamora over here next to Star-Lord. All right, so there's step 93 right there. Step 94. 95. Hey, I caught it and I got something else with it, and Devin caught it. What is that I got? Uh, hey, I think Chris Pratt would have been better as a Star Lord than Captain America anyway. Captain America was more of a serious role. I like Chris Pratt doing more of the comedic roles. I think he's better suited for comedic roles. Um, That's like Ryan Reynolds. I like him. I don't think anybody else would have made a good Deadpool but him. I love Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool. I think he enjoys it too. I heard that Mrs. Deadpool was written for his wife. Biscuit eater. Bling! Before I go to the next step, I need to finish this step. All right. Ah, there it is. For a second there, I forgot what I was looking for. In all honesty, though, it had been like 2 seconds. Oh, there's another katana. Dual wielding katana by Gamora. Oh, I had it right the first time. Curved edge fork. There we go. What's up, Mal? That dual wielding Gamora. How are you doing today? Got what? Thanks for the bed check there, Devin. Making sure everybody's here. Enjoying the Tuca movie. Got off the phone with the stupid cable company. About to fire up Exiles and play on my service. Cool, cool. Yeah, I had to start my stream early because I gotta be on a Teams meeting at 2 for work. So I had to start my stream early. Son of a. Okay, let's see here. This here. And that's all I lost with those two people. Think. I don't see any other down there. I think that was the only two I lost. I just saw a piece go flying off. I was like, no! Plan on picking up the rest of the F1 cars on Friday at the Lego store. Nice. Hear the sound of freedom flying overhead. Round and around we go. Not 100% sure what that is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. So, Dang it. The crow. We got a new Pokemon. It's an event Pokemon. Geo balls, net balls, and sport balls. I don't have any of those, so I'm going with great balls. Your stuff. Shit. Timer ball reminder. Oh, it didn't pop up that Lizastain was following. There we go. Because all my life I fucked up and I can't deny. Together, woo-hoo. There it is. Woo-hoo. Hey, now let's not be coming apart here. We're trying to go together. Ooh, hell and back. Cut me some slack. There we go. There's that side. Assume the next one. Yep, we're doing the other side. Ever with you. Ever with you. All right. All my life. Hey, Devin, we both caught it. Here we go. We got both sides on there. In adrenaline. Go like that it is. Journaling. Let's see here. This one goes this way. Need it to go into this piece here. Nope. Drowned in adrenaline. Cold like a said it is. All right, so we'll have ads starting probably in the next 3 minutes or so. Depending upon where we're at in the build, I might just go ahead and pause them. Because we are pretty close to being done with this bag. And then we'll find a raid target. That way I can start getting set up for my work meeting. But if the ads still kick off, it is a 3-minute block of ads that we do once per hour. We do it in a 3-minute block. That way it gets all blah, blah, blah. Golly. We do 3 minutes to get rid of pre-rolls. That way when people come in, they get to see what is just me. They don't have to watch pre-roll ads. We do it once per hour to minimize disruption to the stream. And being that it's a 3-minute block, that gives people a chance to get up, get a drink, get a snack, maybe even use the restroom, get up, stretch their legs. What's going on, Simpsons? How you doing? That's why we do it that way. If you're subscribed or if you have Turbo, of course you don't get ads, but that doesn't mean you have to get them because during the ads I don't build. So if you don't have Turbo or you're not subscribed, you're not going to miss any of the build because, like I said, I won't be doing any builds during the ads. I may go and grab the pieces for the next few steps. We might have some conversation in chat, a little bantering around that you might miss, but you won't miss the build. You've been better? I'm doing all right. Not too shabby. I mean, I guess I could always be better, but I ain't gonna complain. Uh, So I put those on right. Apparently not. Yes. You did, but I've also been streaming for almost 2 hours now. And unfortunately, um, I have to uh, end within the next few minutes because I got to get set up for a work meeting, which is why I actually started my stream an hour early today in order to make sure that I was prepped for it. Uh, I'm probably going to snooze the ads, but as I was saying, in case the ads do kick off, that is the premise behind them. Uh, in theory, I'm going to try and, like I said, pause the ads so we can finish up this build. But if I miss them, that's the idea behind them. We ain't got much left in these last few steps here on this bag. Oh, you want me to do what? What to the who's what? We're this way now? Yes, we're this way. Want me to... Does it go this way? This way. And that is actually it for that bag. I'm sorry, Simpsons, that you came in at the end here. I said normally I do go till I usually show up, or I usually start at noon Central, and I go till at least 3 Central. But because of my this meeting I have to attend, I had to start early, which also means we got to end early. That way I can get my computer and everything set up for the meeting. Snoozy snooze. All right, so here's what we got done so far today. We got through 5 bags. I said I do apologize that I do have to run, but I did want to make sure that we got at least some streaming done today on this new build. So I look forward to continuing this. So far, I've been having fun with it. It's definitely different. And thank you to everyone that voted in Discord for the set that you wanted. Like I said, this is the one that won the voting contest. We'll be doing the Christmas train in December to go with Book's Christmas tree. So the next vote will be for the January build. But let me find somebody to raid out to so I can get my work computer in here and get set up for my meeting. I'll be back next Monday. Could be noon Central. Back to normal. Until 3 Central. For those that fell back an hour, hopefully you got some extra sleep on Sunday. Those that don't do the spring forward and fall back, I hate y'all because I wish we didn't. Let's see here. Go to browse. Lego and brick building. We had a Pokemon in chat. Netball, sport ball, and feather ball. I don't think I have anything. No. Alright, I guess we're just gonna hop into carrot because I'm not seeing anybody I really want to raid into on the Legos section here. So we will raid into carrot. He is playing Coral Island. So it's not Legos, but he is a good friend of ours. So we'll show him a little bit of love. I never get to raid into him because he usually gets off before I get off. So, all right. So there again, this is what we got done today. I will be back on Monday, noon Eastern, noon Central. Timer ball reminder for the Pokemon. Hopefully y'all have a good work week, a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see y'all on some other streams. Y'all take it easy. Remember, if you're having any mental health issues, dial 988. That'll get you the mental health hotline. And if you're a veteran, make sure you use extension 1. That'll get you in touch with the veteran side. Y'all take it easy. Again, have a good work week, and we'll see y'all on Monday. Bye.